Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Rob Cesternino, and I have a podcast talking about Survivor. And this week, I've got almost 4 hours of podcast for you about one Survivor episode. But you're busy, and that's why I've made this the least you need to know about episode 6 of Survivor: Blood versus Water. Okay, so this week we had a swap, and the tribes ended up all jumbled up with basically all of the men going on one tribe plus Sierra, and all of the women on one tribe plus Vetus. And it looked like Vetus was toast. And that is up until Kat started opening her mouth and trying to get Monica voted out. Now, the thing about Kat, and I'm sad to see her go because she's so much fun, but her game is being fun. And instead of trying to be the fun, easygoing person that she normally is, she tried to make a power play and get Monica out of the game because she doesn't like her. So once Kat starts making the move against Monica, I thought it was a shrewd move on Tina's part to push for Kat to go, because if she's aligned with Otis, she keeps his brother in the game, and Tina has her daughter in the game, and the two people with pairs still in the game get to stay together and potentially work with each other after the merge. As for Vetus, I thought he did a good job of helping to throw Kat under the bus during the tribal council, but I was worried he was going a little bit too far. I heard William Shatner was watching the episode thinking, boy, I think Vetus might be overacting here a bit. Meanwhile, at the other tribe, it's all of the men plus Sierra. But Tyson is starting to think of his own power play that he wants to make in the game, which would be making a move against Otis. Now, Tyson has everything going his way. Everybody is looking at Otis as the leader, and Tyson is really throwing him under the bus, blaming him for everything, including all of the problems on healthcare.gov and coming up with choreographing Miley Cyrus's performance at the VMAs. But I know it's tempting for Tyson to want to take Otis out because everybody's looking into him as the big threat. But I think the smarter move is to keep Otis in the game and use him as a shield, because Otis isn't targeting Tyson, and Tyson can keep him in the game and keep all of that focus on Otis, and then later on in the game get rid of him. Because if he makes a move too soon and takes out the big target everybody's looking at, sooner or later people are going to start looking at Tyson as the next guy they have to get out of the game. And for Tyson to go far into the game, he should work as long as he can with Otis. And then this week at Red Eye, it was Brad Culpepper who's the one who got eliminated from the game. Now, before he left, he gave a pep talk to his wife, Monica Culpepper, and basically said to her, hey, I was an anchor on you, and you're free, winds blowing, sail hard, which was actually very sweet, and I believe also deleted dialogue from the movie Captain Phillips. Now, of the people remaining on Redemption Island, you've got Laura Moret, who won the challenge this week, plus John Cody, and you've got Kat. Now, I'm looking at my calendar, and I see that somebody's going to be coming back from Redemption Island very soon. And the odds-on favorite right now, you'd probably say would be Laura Moret, which is another potential problem for Otis, who voted her out last week, and she's going to be pissed off at him. So you got Laura Moret, you got Tyson conspiring. This is like a whole perfect storm brewing for Otis, and more naval analogies. So if this quick recap whet your appetite for some more Survivor talk, check out the rest of the shows that we did this week at Rob as a Podcast. Of course, every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, I get together with Stephen Fishback. This week, we really took apart the decision to vote out Kat versus Vetus. If you want to hear that conversation, check out Survivor Know-It-Alls on robhasawebsite.com. And then, of course, we had our exit interview with Brad Culpepper, and he had a lot to say about how he thought his game was actually a really smart game. So if you want to hear that conversation, you can check out my interview with Brad. And then we had a massive Rob as a Podcast interview show on Thursday where I talked to Erin Lobdelsum from Survivor Tocantins. She talked about Tyson 3.0, and then I talked to my good friend Matt Hoffman about Hayden Moss and his transition from Big Brother 12 to Survivor Blood versus Water. All right, so that's going to do it for me here today. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. I love hearing what you guys think, if you agree with me or if not. And if you have any other ideas of things that we should talk about in these recaps. And if you want to make sure you never miss any of our Survivor content here on YouTube, subscribe to my channel by clicking the button right here on the video. And that way you'll be on board for the rest of the season, and it should be a good one. So, looking forward to hearing from you guys, and then I'll be back on Wednesday night with more Survivor Know-It-Alls. And until then, this is the least you need to know about Survivor Blood versus Water.